Hello everybody. Quarter-final time. The Netherlands take on France in the FIFA World Cup quarter-finals in 2026. First time we cover the Dutch. Whether you're going to the left or the right. France looking to go forward though too. And well, the Dutch party's well and truly been on the past few days. But France have been storming through. And the Dutch stand in their way. 90 minutes of football coming up then. Well then, that's an all familiar anthem, the Dutch one, with Max Verstappen. But Verbruggen starts in goal, Van de Ven, Van Dijk, Van Hekken and Dumfries, De Jong and Gravenberch in the midfield with Reinders up top, Gakpo, Malen and Somerville are your front three for the Dutch tonight. Weghorst, De Roon, Koopmeiners, Kluivert, Ake, Geertruida and Royfs. Well, it's a big night for Ronald Koeman, or afternoon for Ronald Koeman this side. Night if you're watching in the UK, of course. But, well, France have looked interesting so far this tournament. And, well, this is going to surely be... a lot of teams have been widely expected to get past the Dutch, and France is one of them. It's the exact same lineup as the last time out against Germany, and as well as that, Japan. Maignan, Hernandez, Saliba, Upamecano, Koundé, Doué, Kolu, Tchouaméni, Mbappe, Dembele and Elise. That front three's proving very hard to break down. Well then, are we going to see some more Mbappe magic? Some more dancing from Dembele. "90 minutes of football await, and France kick us off here in Boston. Here's Kolu. Already taken off by Tijani Reinders, the Manchester City midfielder. Since his first season in Manchester, he's had a good start, you might say. Donyell Malen, Saliba gets the tackle away and throws Malen off. Kolu wide out to Mbappe, and he's headed it clear. Van Hekken has just made the move to Tottenham Hotspur in London. Moved up from Brighton. As part of their big summer rebuild. He's been quite an exciting summer for these in the transfer window so far. Here's Reinders and caught offside. I think that is by the assistant referee. Well, it's not even gone to Donyell Malen, but... oh wait, hang on a minute, it did go to Donyell Malen. Oh well. France take the short kick. Well, the one thing that France needs to be careful of is just how they play. The Dutch are quite a high attacking team. Remember from the group stages we had Netherlands against Japan. Both teams of these teams played Japan. The Dutch were the only ones not to. Here's Michael Elise in for France. Verbruggen, what a stop that is. And Elise is denied. Well, Didier Deschamps has stuck to his guns throughout this tournament. Elise will get in the box and Dumfries heads it clear. Gakpo now on the ball. And that was Aurélien Tchouaméni. Well, keep an eye for Dembele tonight. He's had a few goals in this tournament so far. Donyell Malen into Gakpo. Reinders. Gakpo. Mike Maignan. Gravenberch. Deo Upamecano onto Teo Hernandez on the left-hand side. Desiree Doué. Tricky feet, and, well, hopefully we'll see a goal from Doué. We haven't seen one yet in this tournament. Here's Dembele again. Played across to Kolu. Played forward to Mbappe! It had to be him! And France go 1-0 up in the quarter-final. Threaded through from Kolu. Mbappe with a burst of pace to knock it past Verbruggen. And what was initially Dutch delight has turned into Dutch despair. Well, here we go. Half an hour down, France 1-0 up. Frankie de Jong into Cody Gakpo. Reinders. Here's Denzel Dumfries. Gravenberg. Headed clear by Deo Upamecano. De Jong to Dumfries. Played into the box by the Netherlands. Gravenberg cuts out by Doué. Here's Koundé. Laid off for Kolu. Chipped wide looking for Jules Koundé. Sorry, Elise. Looked like Koundé was playing a bit higher there for a second. Here's Somerville. West Ham winger. Not yet made his move out of the West Ham training ground yet. Donyell Marlon, good little turn. Played into the box. Here's Tijani Reinders. Gakpo! Dutch despair back to Dutch delight. It was a bit of a maze in the box, but Gakpo found the right space at the right time to slot it home past Mike Maignan. Great goal from the Dutch, and now it's 1 apiece, and we're going into the half-time break. No hydration breaks, of course. That was one thing, actually, someone pointed out the other day. You're not doing any hydration breaks. I am. I have a beer here, and I'm really enjoying it. Here's Tchouaméni. Played into Elise on Verbruggen again. Denies the French winger. And that will be the last action of this first half. France, though, pegged back after an early lead from Kylian Mbappe. Cody Gakpo has been the man of the half with a great finish past Mike Maignan. But at the half-time break then, the Netherlands are 1, France are 1, all square at the break. Welcome back, everybody. Second half underway here in Boston. Well, the Gillette Stadium, as this venue is so commonly called. Here's Somerville knocking into Marlon. Well, could have had some Dutch. An early Dutch goal. That would have been a huge goal. In reference to this game, Tchouaméni onto Elise. Laid through. Ousmane Dembele. Great save for Verbruggen again. No one's beating him today. Michael Elise now for France with the corner. Whipped into the area. Somerville. Gakpo playing it forward to nobody. That's going out of play. Well, the Dutch are very supportive of their legends. They have so many. Johan Cruyff, Dennis Bergkamp. Edwin van der Sar to name a few. Ian Robben. So many players. Here's Dembele. And Van Hecker gets it away to De Jong. Tijani Reinders. Van der Ven. Dumfries. Marlon onto Reinders. Laid across and Koundé held him off well. Kolu. Tchouaméni into Dembele. Kolu now on the ball again. Elise. Chip forward and Van Dijk is thereabouts. Gravenberch clears away. Liverpool teammates. Well, some changes coming now, and it's going to be France's changes. Zaire Emery coming on for Desiré Doué. It's been a substitution we've seen nearly every game so far this tournament. Mbappe trying to flick it over Dumfries, but it's not quite to be. The new Real Madrid man. It's almost like he's the replacement for Trent Alexander-Arnold. Oh, sorry, not Alexander-Arnold. Competition for Alexander-Arnold. Replacement for Dani Carvajal. Here's Frenkie de Jong. Played on to Doniel Marlon. Here's Gakpo, cleared away by Koundé, and Tchouaméni heading it forward. A little bit of space for Kylian Mbappe now. Dembele. Koundé. Tchouaméni onto Dembele once more. Virgil van Dijk cut it out. Proving hard for France. Gakpo. It's Marlon. Good stop by Mike Maignan. Well, don't forget we've got other quarter-finals coming up for you on Westy TV. They're not going to reflect the actual quarter-finals that are being played at the actual World Cup this summer. But tomorrow night you've got Austria versus the United States. You've also got England versus Brazil in New York. And here's Dembele playing it on for Elise. Oh! Third time lucky, Michael Elise. Super hit from Elise. Right into the top corner. And Deschamps marches on to the semi-finals. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Gakpo onto Marlon. Gravenberch to Dumfries. Played it on to Somerville, but it's cleared away. Saliba to Teo Hernandez. Kolu. Zaire Emery. Kolu on the back. Playing it to Saliba. France could have another cheeky goal, maybe. Unless the Dutch do think something else about it. Here's Frenkie de Jong. Forward at this French defence. Wide to Somerville. Teo Hernandez clears away to the cheers of the French. That's a foul. I think it's Kolu. He's deemed to be the offender. And Mbappe comes off. And you can see Bradley Barcola. Well, leader to leader. It's a man who takes the captain's armband, even if it's for a couple more minutes. Bit of a quiet day from Kylian Mbappe, I will say. Here's Gakpo. Well, Netherlands scored late in the 2022 quarter-final, but it's not going to be here. The Netherlands are out then. France march on to the semi-finals, where it will be the Austria or the United States. And well, it'll be Brazil, England, Argentina or Portugal in the final. One more 90 minutes away from another third consecutive final for France, and a footballing dynasty in rich footballing history. Full time, Netherlands 1, France 2.